0-inch the death maintenance shafts. The Akrion War Fleet had a simple doctrine. Kill the fighters first. Engineers will collapse on their own. To them, engineers were not warriors. They were maintenance units, soft targets, system support personnel, weak links in any civilization. 1. The assumption. When the Akrion prepared their boarding operation against the human carrier ship UNS Meridian Echo, the tactical briefing was straightforward. Priority targets. Weapons control, bridge command, engine core. Pause. Secondary. Engineering personnel. Commander sneered. Engineers always break first. Laughter followed. Because in their wars, that had always been true. 2. The boarding. The attack came fast. Akrion strike pods breached the hull. Explosions rippled through the ship's outer layers. Corridors depressurized. Emergency lights activated. Human defenders were quickly engaged on main decks. Firefights erupted. Systems went into lockdown. And deep inside the ship, something else began. 3. The engineering deck. Section E-17. Engineering maintenance grid. Zero-gravity shaft network. A vast labyrinth of service tunnels connecting power relays, coolant lines, and structural control nodes. The Akrion assault unit entered confidently. This is where they hide, one said. Another added, and where they die quietly. They moved in. 4. The human engineer. Inside the shaft network, one human stood floating calmly in zero gravity. No combat armor. No heavy weapon. Just a maintenance harness. Tool pack clipped to his side. His name, Chief Engineer Rylan Cross. He looked at the incoming intruders and sighed slightly. Wrong route, he muttered. 5. The first trap. The Akrion advanced through the shaft. Slow, careful, confident. Then, the corridor shifted. Gravity nodes reoriented. Suddenly, up was sideways. Forward was down. Down was nowhere. The entire structure rotated. Akrion soldiers lost orientation instantly. What is happening? One shouted. Rylan's voice came through the comm system. Calm. Almost bored. Structural reconfiguration. Maintenance mode active. Pause. You're inside it now. 6. The maze activates. The engineering shafts weren't just corridors. They were a dynamic system, used for pressure balancing, emergency rerouting, power redistribution, structural stress relief. But now, they were being controlled manually. By one engineer, the Akrion moved forward. Wrong turn. Dead end. Another path. Sealed instantly. A third. Became vacuum exposed for 3 seconds before resealing. Enough to panic. 7. The engineer at work. Rylan floated through the shaft system effortlessly. He tapped a console. Rerouted power. Shifted gravity nodes. Locked junctions. Opened false paths. Each action precise. Each movement intentional. This wasn't chaos. It was design. The Akrion weren't fighting a soldier. They were inside a living system, and it was reacting to them. 8. The first loss. One Akrion unit drifted into a junction. The corridor behind it sealed instantly. Ahead, a maintenance vent opened. It entered cautiously. Inside, zero gravity shifted violently. The soldier spun uncontrollably, colliding with exposed structural fields. System pressure override engaged. Silence. 9. Realization. Fall back, a commander ordered. But it was too late. The shaft network had already changed shape. Every exit now led deeper inside. Every movement triggered reconfiguration. The engineers weren't defending. They were rebuilding the battlefield in real time. 10. The human control. Rylan spoke again. You thought engineers don't fight. Pause. We don't. Another corridor shifted. We just fix things. Including you. 11. Deeper into the maze. The Akrion force split. Communication lag increased. Signals distorted. Navigation systems failed. They couldn't maintain formation, because space itself wasn't stable anymore. Walls moved. Gravity rotated. Paths vanished. The ship had become a dynamic labyrinth of controlled physics. 12. The core shaft. Only a few made it deep enough. To the central engineering spine, where Rylan waited, floating calmly in the center of the shaft nexus. Surrounded by control interfaces, Akrion weapons aimed instantly. End him, one shouted. 13. The final system override. Rylan didn't move. He simply pressed a final command. Every gravity node in the sector inverted simultaneously. For one moment, everything changed direction. Up became down. Left became fall. Forward became void. The Akrion lost all orientation instantly. Their formation collapsed. Not destroyed. Disassembled by physics itself. 14. Aftermath. When human reinforcements arrived, the engineering shafts were silent again. Perfectly stable. Fully restored. As if nothing had happened. Only one man remained inside. Rylan Cross. Floating calmly beside a control panel. A Marine asked, "Where are the intruders?" Rylan shrugged slightly. "Still in the maintenance system." A pause. "They'll come out when they stop thinking they're in control." 15. Final record. Later, ship logs were updated. Incident type. Boarding breach location. Engineering shaft network outcome. Complete system neutralization. And beneath it, enemy classified engineers as non-combat personnel. Engineering systems responded accordingly.